Big thank you to our friends and partners that have supported us along the way, and to those who continue to support us. I do want to say a big thank you to Soccer World. You can visit soccerworld.net for all of your soccer gear needs. Big thank you to Aaron Bird and the Next Level Training guys, some of the best trainers around. We all know this, and if you don't, look them up. Next Level Training. Big thank you to Thomas McGee's Sporting House in downtown Detroit. If you're looking for a place to go watch games with friends that has good beer and good food, Thomas McGee's is your spot in Eastern Market, downtown Detroit. Big thank you to the Michigan Jags. My kids had some Jags games this weekend. I love the Jags, the coaches, and all the teams that they have. Such a great experience for those young kids that the Jags produce. A big thank you to our newest partner, the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. Listen, if you've been injured, ACL injury, you got some muscle injuries, you need some physical therapy, visit the football doc. Visit Dr. Zach Atwood. He's dedicated to helping you back to doing what you love, pain-free and without limitations. PrimalRecoveryPT.com is where you can find the football doc at. Okay, all right, it's time. There's 10 games left in the Premiership season. That's right. We're getting down to what they call the business end of the season. My team is on a downward slide, so I'm not very happy at the moment. We're going to pull up the current table after 28 games, and the three of us, Brooks, Robert, and myself, are going to tell you our top four and bottom three. Boys, are you ready for this? Do you have it figured out? Do you think you know who's going to be in the top four and who's in the bottom three?
I think both of these are very difficult, only with one. So I've got my top three, and then the fourth place is the tricky one. Likewise, I know two easy relegation ones, and the third one is tricky. So this is going to be fun.
This is a tricky one. All right, I'm going to put up the table here. So here we go. Right now, after 28 games, we've got Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, all within a point, right? And then you've got Villa. My Villa currently sitting fourth on 55 points. But because they lost today to Tottenham, who sit in fifth, Tottenham are currently 2 points back on 53 points. Then in sixth spot, you've got Man United on 47, who, by the way, with a 2-0 victory over Everton this weekend, are back to 0 goal difference. Behind 4 points behind them, West Ham in seventh. I think we can safely say West Ham probably not going to get into that top four. Now, the bottom three, Sheffield United, Burnley, Luton, and they are trying to catch in the last safe spot there, Nottingham Forest. Everton above them on 25 points and 16. All right, Robert, you're going to go first, my friend. You are the guest on the We Are Soccer weekly recap show. Give me your bottom three first. Who's going to get relegated?
I'm really happy that I'm back on the show for the bottom three, because this time last year I predicted Wolves to go down, and that was a terrible, terrible guess, because I think they went on a winning streak after I said that. So I wanted to be a little bold, and it backfired, but
it's okay. Bold is good.
Yeah. All right, who we got? Who's your bottom three?
All right, in 20th place, we have Sheffield United.
They're going down, right?
19th. Is our fair Burnley.
Yeah, I agree with you.
The Burnley Bombers are bombing out this year. And then there's the 18th spot, which is the trickiest of them all. I don't want Luton to go down, but I think they do.
So it sits right now is how you foresee it.
Yeah, I just think that Forest, for whatever reason, would be I was really debating hard, because the other four that are sucked into the mix, Luton, Forest, Everton, and Brentford. And I just think that it might come down to the last game, but Forest pulls some magic out of their hat, and then Brentford and Everton keep their powder dry.
Yeah, you know what? I like those. I like that. That's. I actually don't need to give my bottom three, because that is it as well. I think those three get relegated. I think Forest will find a way to get a win or a draw, a couple draws, and they will fly away from those last three spots. Everton. Everybody wants Everton to get relegated, but they will not. They will remain in the Premiership again. Brooks. The bottom three.
Yeah.
Do you have any change to that, or are you going to go with the same
I have
thing,
one.
Robert?
I have one change. So
Ooh.
Sheffield obviously in 20th and Burnley. Like I don't think I know they're only 7 points behind Luton, but
They've only got 14 on the season, right?
I
After
know.
28 games,
Yeah.
so they're gone.
Yeah. I think when a tree falls in the forest, you hear it, and you're gonna hear Nottingham Forest falling. So I'm gonna say Luton scrap it out and get above Nottingham, and bye trees timber.
Forest gone, huh?
Yeah.
They're gone. Okay.
Because the acquisition of Gio Reyna didn't help them at all, and it's their acquisitions of like whatever haven't they over 25 guys new players they brought in whatever the past few years or whatever.
They did bring in a couple impressive like attacking players and stuff, but
Well,
hasn't done anything.
not to a consistent level. Do you think Turner gets any more games the rest of the way?
No, and I think he needs to lead that club, in my opinion. He
Now,
needs to
also, that's what's playing out in the courts is they could be hit by financial fair play.
Oh yes, the same thing as Everton.
They could be docked points. They could be docked points, so they could go.
That's a fair point.
Without that, though,
Yes.
without that, even if the ruling comes down at the end after the season, I think they're safe. But you think they're gone. Even without that, you think they're gone.
Yes.
Here's the funny thing: if points get docked, let's just say it's 6 points, like happened to Everton. This is going to play into a lot of those final games.
Yes.
It's going to really hinder teams who come into play against them. It's going to hinder how people face them. It's going to hinder the rest of the league. Or if they get docked 6 points, are they going to be able to appeal? And is that going to change anything? It's going to change games because coaches are going to go, I need a draw today, but what happens if they appeal and it gets cut in half?
I think it's
what
going to
happens
get
then?
messy because I think the way those hearings are lining up, it's going to be like the last week of the season,
Yes.
maybe even a week after the season when it gets decided.
So has this ever happened
Horrible.
before?
No.
In other countries, it has.
So like the season's done and then it's they've been docked points, so the third place team that should be relegated switches with the.
It has happened elsewhere, Italy or other places, but not in the Premiership. No, this is unprecedented.
Interesting.
Okay, so a little bit of a difference there on who gets relegated between the three of us.
There is a precedent. The West Ham Tevez thing. It didn't. It played into how the games were played, but it didn't like make someone get relegated.
This is true. The Mascherano and Tevez came in there under some strange circumstances because of where the money was being put and the low amount they had to pay to get them. It was
third-party ownership.
Yeah, it was very bizarre. A lot of lessons learned there. All right, let's go with our top four. Again, Robert, you're our guest, my friend. Name me 1 through 4. I'm going to put up the table. You go ahead and tell us who you think finishes 1, 2, 3, and 4 in those Champions League spots.
So I'm going to have to wear my heart on my sleeve and put Liverpool winning their 20th First Division title and winning and, put the crown on Klopp's last dance, followed by Man City and Arsenal, probably 1 or 2 points behind.
Yep.
And then again, so as it stands, I suppose in a way with that top 3, but Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, and that fourth spot, that's the hot playoff race, I think.
It is.
Between Villa, Tottenham, and Manchester United. And sorry, my friend, I think it's going to be Tottenham.
Well, I'll give you mine in a minute, but based on today's performance, Ange Postecoglou has that Tottenham team flying again. They go to Villa Park and win 4-0. They're healthy. Mickey Van de Ven, the defender in the back. The center back is playing phenomenal. I think Son Heung-min Son is healthy again. He's flying. Kulishevsky's doing well. James Madison's doing well. I see why you put them fourth. And yeah, you're right. That's probably where they may end up. We'll see. All right, Brooks, we'll put the table back up again. Give me your top 4, my friends.
Yeah.
Rebut.
I think how it sits right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, Arsenal 1, Liverpool 2, Man City 3, Villa 4. I think that's how it finishes.
Wow.
Arsenal gonna Arsenal, and I think they are the shocker.
Wow.
And I think they are gonna, because last year they had it and it was so close, and I think that team remembers how they felt, And I think they're going to use that to their advantage, and they are going to come out and win the league this year.
Brooks, I don't know what I'm more shocked about, the fact that you think Arsenal's going to win it or the fact that you think Villa's going to finish in that 4th spot.
I think they do. I don't think Ange quite has the players yet. I mean, Richarlison's out, so
Yeah,
that's a
he is
blow to
out,
them. And it's just, what are you going to get from Timo Werner? He's in and out all the time, and they've dropped some games that have been super important.
Okay. Right.
I think your Villa will be fine. I think
right.
you'll be good.
Well, I see where you're going with that. All right. I think both of you guys are wrong. I think you're both wrong. You're both right and you're both wrong.
Okay.
So here's what I got. I think Liverpool win the league. So I pick Liverpool 1. I pick Man City to finish 2nd. I pick Arsenal to finish 3rd. And I hate to say it. I absolutely hate to say it. I think Aston Villa and Tottenham hit the skids. They both drop. And you guessed it, somehow it happens on the last day of the season.
Chelsea.
Man United. Yeah.
Chelsea never.
I wish it was Chelsea.
Forget
I think
that.
Man United find a way to get to that 4th spot.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
You know how much it pains me to say that? You know how much it pains me to say
So
That's room will be.
we always go over this schedule here. Okay, so
that? Villa have the toughest schedule out of the last remaining.
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Go ahead.
but Man United all the time. So you got. So let's see, that was postponed, the Sheffield United match. So FA Cup, the quarterfinal, they got to play Liverpool. So so let's just do league games. So Brentford,
Yep. Win.
Chelsea,
Oh, it depends what Chelsea team show up, but a win or a draw.
Liverpool on the 7th of April,
Liverpool win.
Bournemouth, you never know.
United win.
Oh, you never know.
Yep.
Newcastle, you never know on the 20th.
Yeah.
Burnley, I think they beat on the 27th.
Yep.
But who knows because they drop points to lower league teams. Crystal Palace should be a win. But,
Should be a win.
Arsenal on the 11th.
That'll be a loss or a draw, depending, because that's always a big rivalry, and they'll play each other tough.
Yeah. My Seagulls on the 19th.
They'll beat the Seagulls.
I don't know.
Because at that point, Brighton will have nothing to play for.
Yes. And then they have to play Arsenal again on. Oh no, my bad. Sorry, that's their last game on the 19th. My bad. This is preseason stuff. They started.
I think because Brighton will have nothing to play for, they'll roll over. Those players will be thinking about their holidays where Man United will be up. Is that last game? I don't know why I'm asking.
Yeah.
It's at Old Trafford, isn't it?
No, I believe it's
Home team should be listed first.
It's at Brighton if that's how it's listed. So
Well, that's unusual because normally Man United start out the season at home and end the season at home because that's the way the Premiership likes to see it.
Yeah.
The best thing that could happen in the Premiership's eyes, because they want to make money, is to have Man United come down to that final game of the season and win to get into the top 4.
my Seagulls are gonna upset Danny and Nate.
I don't know whatever I could give for that to happen.
Yes.
I would give, but somehow I really think they creep into that last 4 spot.
And Chelsea will finish in 11th place.
Yeah, they most likely, because they're actually 5 points out of that 10th right now.
Well, Fulham's catching them.
They're 4 points. They're 4 points behind Newcastle.
Yes.
But
Who they play tomorrow.
Chelsea have a game in hand, exactly. So that's a 6-point swing right there, by the way.
Yeah.
Listen, I do want to, Robert, I don't know if you were going to say something, but I do want to put this out there. It's funny. Everybody thinks I hate Manchester United. Everybody thinks I hate Manchester United. I'm not a fan of them at all. Don't get me wrong. You know what I hate? Do you know what I absolutely hate? The fact that the club has been run so diabolically for the past 12 years that they're still where they're at. And I still have Man United fans texting me and talking to me about how every game they win. Yesterday, they were played off the park by Everton, but they found a way to win 2-0. And I'm being told that what a great performance, and look at us win again. We're climbing the table. Hey, Villa, you better watch out. And then my team lose today, and when you know it, I have Man United fans texting me. It's not the club that I hate. It's the people who text me all the fucking time. Anyway, that's how I think it finishes.
I mean, my Seagulls are only 5 points behind them.
Behind who?
Man United.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen, my friend. Not the way they're
West
playing.
Ham's only
Not
4
the way
points.
They're playing. Not the way they're playing.
You don't think West Ham can't catch them?
No. West Ham had to come back, claw back this weekend against Burnley.
Well, those bottom teams are tough. You got to
Yeah,
grind.
oh,
You grind wins out because they're
There's no
trying
easy
to.
games in the Premiership. We've said it, right? There's no easy games. The top team can lose to the bottom team. I mean, some of the first games of the year, Luton almost took Liverpool.
It was a draw against
Right. They took Man City all the way.
Yeah.
Arsenal needed a stoppage time winner against them.
Nottingham Forest beat Villa 2-0. Sheffield United took Villa towards the end a couple of weeks back. Liverpool have been towards the end of the games. Arsenal have been down a couple of games. There's no easy games.
Just saying, Man United always find a way to lose a game nowadays.
You don't know the Man United that I know for the past 30 years. They seem to find a way to get in there and scrape in, and everybody goes, what a down year. They still made it to the Champions League.
Yeah.
They still get that Champions League money. So, I hope you are right, though. I hope Villa get in. But at this point, the way they're playing. And now, by the way, John McGinn, stupid red card today, out because it's a straight red card, out for the next 3 matches. The captain.
30% of the remaining matches, you're arguably one of your best players is
Captain.
outskied.
Gone. You know the worst thing that happened to us this year was being in the Europa Conference League because I think a lot of the players have focused on playing in Europe, right? Europa Conference League, give me a break. They played Ajax this past week. They're a bit timid. They didn't play really well. They're playing Ajax at Villa Park this week. And I think a lot of the players today had their eye on that game on Thursday where Ajax come to town and it's a big European, night out for the fans and it's a big game at Villa Park. And I think a lot of the players went, I don't want to get injured today. I want to be ready for that game. And we got crushed by the team that's chasing us down. Typical Villa, my friends. Typical Villa. All right, and onwards we go.